Alright, so we have indeed got our hands on the new Rascal grenade launcher. Now this is indeed a rare weapon which can fire explosive projectiles that only detonates when hitting arcs. So this is going to be somewhat like the hull cracker. But let's see what it takes to upgrade it here. So we need some advanced mechanical components and heavy gun parts, kind of similar to a renegade or any sort of blue weapon. Let's get this thing upgraded to level 4 and let's bring it in with us. Alright, so we have the new Rascal on us, the new weapon that has been added into the game. We have it fully upgraded to level 4. We are going to go test this weapon out on all the arc in the game to see how good this new weapon actually is. Now, I personally think that this weapon is going to be really good against heavily armored arc. But let's go test it out and see how it performs. Right, we have a shredder here. Let's test that out on the shredder first of all. See, the shredder is pretty heavily armored, so we can test it out here now. Let's see. What type of damage are we doing there? 254. That's one shot in. 2 shots. Yeah, 3 shots does it. 3 shots. Pretty similar to the hull cracker. 3 shots done it there to the shredder. Alright, let's find some more arc. That's 1 arc down. I think I hear a bastion here. Okay, there's a bastion above me here, or beside me. I want to take out these guys first. How many shots take out these guys? Ooh, 1 shot on that there. Nice. And 1 done it as well. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. Alright, let me see about this bastion. Let me see what type of damage we can do here. A good old bastion. Right, directly down on top of him. 21. Okay, that was a bad spot. Let's go for the weak spot. Seem to be on the weak spot there. 101. Okay, we can definitely get better than that. It's right down on top there. 319. That's a little bit better. And another 321. Okay, it seems decent. Seems actually pretty decent. Wonder how quick we can take down a leg. Take down a leg pretty quick here. 3 shots does it. Nice. Quick reload speed on it as well. We've just fully upgraded. So it definitely does feel really good against the Bastion, and it will feel the same against the Bombardier. I think the Hull Cracker has a little bit of competition with this weapon at the moment, which is always good. But more testing is needed to be done. I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to use this weapon against the Flying Arc now, I'm not going to lie, because of the drop-off. Like, there is a good old drop-off there on that, as you can see. It's like a proper grenade launcher. But it feels actually alright. Right, there's some Flying Arc over here. Let's go over and see what type of damage we can do. Yeah, I actually don't have the blueprint right now for the new weapon, but when I find it, I will update you guys. Okay, 1 shot does the Wasp. Let's see if we can find a Horn. A Horn is a little bit more heavily armored. Yeah, I still haven't found the blueprint yet. Once I find it, I will share that video with you. I found the weapon itself in a locked room on Damn Battlegrounds. Hello. We've got a Hornet here behind us. Let's see what type of damage we can do to him. I'm guessing it's going to be around 3 hits. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 does the job. So it's similar to the Hull Cracker. Similar to the Hull Cracker against certain arc. So we want to find a Vaporizer here and test out. The Vaporizer is indeed heavily armored. So let's go see if we can find one and we can test out on him. Ooh, a Bombardier is back up. Let's go see if we can do a little bit more damage here to a Bombardier. The Bombardier and Bastion are going to be pretty similar. But let's go see. Bro's dead already. You know, everyone's just trying to get loot for the trader. So it's so hard to get in and actually kill them. But we got to kill the Bastion with it, so the Bastion and Bombardier are going to be very, very similar. Now, I really want to test this out on a Vaporizer, because the Vaporizer is heavily armored. So let's go find a Vaporizer and see how well this new Rascal handles against the Vaporizer. We have a Vaporizer here in the distance, so I'm going to get his attention, and then we can see what type of damage we can do. Now, I think it actually is going to be a little bit awkward to be hitting the Vaporizer. It can be awkward enough with the Hull Cracker to hit Flying Arc, but I think with this thing, it's going to be even more awkward. Alright, let's test it out. Where is the vaporizer gone to? Somewhere here. $345. I wonder how quick we can take off the armor with this thing. Let's wait for his shield to go down and then we can do a little bit more damage here. Another shot in, 277. I feel like it's going to be a lot harder to use this weapon against the flying arc. That's a nice direct hit there, 221. Wonder how quick we can take off that bottom armor if we can get him into a position where we can actually shoot it. Oh, that was a one shot there on the Hornet in the right position. Hit the Hornet directly on the bottom, one shots him. Okay, we have the Vaporizer smoking up. See if we can get a little bit more damage in. There's a hit directly to the bottom, and there goes the there goes his armor from the bottom. That exposes the core. Definitely is a lot slower than a hull cracker taking them down because you have to reload and you have to be so precise with your shots. See, like that is with a hull cracker that hits all day, but with this, because of the slight drop off, misses. There's 359 on that one. Hard enough here to hit him into the core, but I'm guessing the core is going to do about 700 to 800 damage. It's not bad. It definitely wouldn't be my go-to for fighting the flying arc, the larger flying arc like a Vaporizer. You know, this thing might actually be pretty good against the new arc Turbine. It might actually feel pretty good against the new arc Turbine because it's so heavily armored. But I wouldn't recommend even fighting the arc Turbine like that. There, kills the Vaporizer. Definitely wouldn't be my go-to against the Vaporizer. Now, I presume you can take him down a lot quicker if you're a little bit more accurate. And if your positioning is a little bit better. If you can take off that armor plating a little bit quicker than I did, you might be able to hit shots in at the core. But as you know, it is actually super awkward to do so, especially with this weapon. It's hard enough with the hull cracker. It is actually a little bit harder with this weapon because of the massive drop-off, as you can see. Hull cracker is definitely a lot more direct, but it still feels pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, it still feels pretty nice. It's good that we're getting more variety of these type of weapons, so that the go-to isn't always the hull cracker. Now we can test out on a Rocketeer. I wonder what it's like for taking down its thrusters. Let's go see if we can find one here and see if we can take it down. Perfect timing. Here we have a friendly Rocketeer. See how many shots to take off a thruster. You gotta be so careful with Rocketeers. 2 shots directly there into the thruster. There's 3 shots. Does he still have it? That's directly on top of me there. Nice shot. Let's just see what a direct shot is like to him. Ooh. Gotta be careful. Ooh, 17. Gonna be quite hard to hit a shot from here. Oh, we did that. 378, that's a big one. Let's see if we can destroy this thing. 214. There he goes. There he goes. I'm guessing it could take around 3 to 5 shots to take off one of his thrusters. Pretty similar once again to the classic hull cracker. Doesn't feel bad. I think with a little bit of practice, once you get used to the old dip in the grenade launcher, I can see a lot of people actually using this. I would really like to hear in the comments if you've gotten your hands on it. Which you gonna pick? Hull cracker or Rascal? Okay, we have a turret inside in this room. Should one-shot it. Yeah, nice. One-shot it. Now let me see on the Comet, because the Comet's a little bit armored as well, so we can test out here on the Comet. I think a lot of people are going to waste a lot of launcher ammo using this weapon until they get used to it. Alright, here's the comet. 1. 2. See, the problem is, the hull cracker, you'd probably almost have it killed by the time you reload twice. Still 3 shots, does it? Now, if you hit him into the weak spot, you'll obviously kill him a lot quicker than that. Similar to the Hornet as well. But overall, it's actually, you know, it doesn't feel the worst. It doesn't feel the best either. Definitely is a good alternative if you are fed up using the hull cracker, or if you don't want to lose the hull cracker. Now, I don't know how easy it is to find the blueprint. That is the only thing. We need to get hunting for that blueprint today. Alright, here we have an Arc Surveyor. This is what is going to be... I'm interested to see how it performs here against the Surveyor. Ooh, killed him in 2. That's because his weak spot was broken off there. Killed him in 2 with the Rascal. But let's go get more ammo and then we can test it out on 1 or 2 more Arc here. Alright, so we just loaded it into a harvester raid here. We're going to go test it out on the Queen. Alright, let's see. I think we're going to have to aim pretty high for this, right? That was into the sweet spot. 303. I think the problem with fighting the Queen with this weapon is how awkward it is to hit shots. That's going to be the problem. Like with the hull cracker, that hits the leg all day long. But you have to be a lot more precise and you have to really know where to aim with this weapon to be able to take off the armor on the legs. It's the only problem with fighting the likes of the Queen. But with a little bit more practice now, we might be a little bit better with it. Ooh, hello. Let's see here. I'll try to take off on the legs. Ooh. Alright, let's go out this way. I want to try to take off on the legs here. Yeah, can we get the leg? Okay, someone else got the leg. Can we get this leg even? Nope, didn't go on that one. Maybe this one? Yeah, we got that leg. Nice. Alright. Into the weak spot then. Yeah, it doesn't feel bad against the Queen. Hull cracker definitely feels a lot better. I think if I'm taking down the Bastion or the Bombardier, I would take this weapon. Or even a Leaper. This might be actually really good against a Leaper. But against the Queen, definitely is better options. Like the hull cracker definitely would feel a lot better here. Oh, definitely with a little bit of practice against the Queen, it definitely wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be too bad. It is once again a rare weapon. It's not a legendary weapon. Not even epic. Okay, there goes a little bit of armor. Nice, now we have the core exposed. Okay, onto something now. It's not bad. I reckon you actually would be able to solo the Queen with this weapon. I would love to be able to do so, but now that the trader accepts all sort of good items, it's going to be very hard to be able to solo the Queen. We haven't hit over 400 damage in one shot, I don't think, have we? Ooh. I think we have. Well, maybe that's directly into the core. 504, okay, a 504 into the core. Queen is having a tough time right now. There goes another bit of armor. Yeah, I think you actually definitely will be able to solo the Queen with this weapon. It's viable. It actually is viable. We almost have the Queen destroyed here. Will we be able to do it? We actually have 20 launcher ammo left. Good. Overall, it actually feels pretty decent. Using this mightn't actually give people as much gear fear. They mightn't actually worry about losing it. We only have like 7 launcher ammo left, 6 launcher ammo left. Queen is almost destroyed. Move, move, move. Our last round. Can we do it? No. Here goes the Queen. Nice. We did it. Overall, this weapon actually feels pretty good. It's a fun new addition. Definitely fun new addition. No, don't be burning me. I need my cores. There was no core in it. Nice. Also, look how cool this is when I pull it out. Watch the little flip. Flips out the little stock. How nice is that? Let's see if we can get a better angle on it. Stock flip. Nice. We got a sentinel here. Let's do a little bit of damage. A weak spot. 633. 2 shots does the job on the sentinel. Nice. We have a leaper here in the distance. We're going to bring him over and test out the Rascal on the leaper. Direct hit into the eye. 151. She seems like it's going to be decent at taking down the legs here. Good bit of armor gone off on them shots. There goes a leg in 2 hits. Yeah, this is pretty decent against the leaper. Two legs gone off him already. See how good it is at taking off the armor. And he's gone. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, the Rascal is to play against leapers. That is pretty good now, I'm not going to lie. So, with that being said, I think the Rascal definitely is a new really good weapon to be using. It's really good against heavily armored Ark, as you've seen, and also there isn't much fear of losing the thing, as it is only a rare item. I think using this against Bombardier and Bastions is going to be super fun. That is all for now, guys. Stay safe out there, and I shall talk to you in the next one. So we have the Arc Turbine out here as well. We're going to do a little bit of damage to this guy to see how well this new weapon does against him. Let's see if we can hit it into the sweet spot here. What are we looking at? 102. 26. And a 139. A little bit slow, as expected. Now I want this guy to actually take off because I want to do some damage to him when he's in the air to see what it's like on the armor penetration. So here we have the Arc Turbine in the air. Let's tag away here and see what type of damage we can do. Did that break off one arm already? Oh, it didn't. It looked like it did, but it didn't. Alright, let's put down our little shield here and see what type of damage we can do on the turbine again. Alright, let's see what we hit there. 129, that was directly into the core. I have to back up a little bit. There's just way too much arc in this area right now. I have literally fought off Rocketeers and everything in this area. There's just so much arc down here right now. It's making it very difficult for me to actually be able to get in and fight this thing properly. Shield is also broken. No! Our turbine is taken off. Can we at least hit in the armor? Okay, we hit in the armor there. Nice. 15 damage to the armor. I don't think this gun is going to be too good against the turbine. I was thinking because it's really good armor penetration that it'd be really good against the armor. Then it's just such an awkward shot as well because you're literally firing like a noob tube. Don't think this one is the play. Got 3 minutes left. We should be able to get a few more shots off here, but it really doesn't feel like it's going to be a good weapon against the new Ark, to be honest. Is he flaming? Oh no, he's not. It's the sun. Alright, let me see. Let me see. You're doing like 200-300 damage before it takes off. And it's just awkward to get it right in there into the sweet spot because of the drop on it. It's not as direct as the hull cracker, but I definitely think a little bit more testing is needed against this Ark. With 2 minutes left, we're going to have to leave here soon enough. I personally don't think it's viable against the new Ark. It's just way too awkward to hit them shots. Especially right now in the situation I'm in. It's very awkward. Nonetheless, I'm going to go extract. That is all for now, guys. That is the new Rascal grenade launcher versus every arc in Arc Raiders. Let me know what you think of this new weapon. I think it actually is a pretty good feature. It doesn't seem good against certain arc. It definitely is really good against bastions, bombardiers, and leapers. Not so good flying arc or the new arc Turbine. Anyways, that is all for now. Stay safe out there, and I will talk to you in the next one.